Hey everybody, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. I actually got 2 of the 3 planners that I ordered from the fall 2023, fall 2022 launch for the 2023 planners. So I actually had been debating about these. I should have probably ordered them all at once because then I could have used a discount code, but I actually ordered them separately because I was a little hesitant on some and had to, consider how I was going to be using them. So in either case, it worked out for me and I'm not going to complain. I absolutely love this first planner. This is called the Beautiful Blooms Planner. This is one of the first ones they ever came up with that has a translucent cover. Now, as you know, of course, my modern farmhouse that I'm using for my faith actually has a sort of like a translucent cover. You know what? Let me grab that. Hold on. Okay, sorry. So this one, my modern farmhouse, let's move that out of the way for a second. This is the one I've been using for my faith, and it does have the translucent cover. Now, this is one of the plans and notes that was available only on Amazon. Now, what they've done is they've actually made a full-on planner with this that's dated. Let me put that out of the way. That's dated. And so you get this full translucent cover. They even give you a piece of cardstock that you can reverse if you wanted to go behind the cover. Now, I have a lot of scrapbook paper and cardstocks that I can use, but I mean, you can play around with this. And since I wasn't super keen on the faith planners that they came out with for 2023, I decided I'm going to use this one in the same way that I've been using the plans and notes for my faith. So this one, I'm going to do the same way. So obviously I'll keep the cardstock in here and I will keep the calendar. But what I'm probably going to do, let me do a quick flip through first and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. So here's the calendar pages, 2023 and 2024. This is beautiful because they're realistic florals. I really love that. There's these beautiful petals down the spine. And then here's the January page, January divider. You've got some sprinkling of like a purple across the top, and then you've got these beautiful florals in the bottom corner. And then you have that same purple sprinkling down the spine and the floral up here. Now when you get to February, this page is different than that one. So you have February. This color also changed. So like this one's like a sagey green. This is the violet. And then here's your February divider. This floral here changed. This is more of like a lighter purple, like a violet. And then that same color goes down the spine and the floral changed here. So I think it's every 3 months. I'll double check for you. This is a little bit of a different, this is a different purple. This is more of that violet. So now this up here is actually green. This is a different floral. And then you have the green down the spine and here. So that's really neat. So they changed. So I think the tabs are almost, well, no, because this one's gold. So that's 3 colors. And then let's see, April. This is back to the sagey color. So there's 3 different shades that you're actually going to switch between. So then here's the April divider. And then this will be the same as January. So let's look at the dividers together then. So there's May, June, July, August. These are like a dried floral. September, October, and November, which is back to the dried floral, and December. I love that they did a lot of the dark greenery in here because this actually has a little bit of a Christmas vibe, so that's kind of nice. I like that. So then when you get to the back, you have a notes page like you always do. So there's the note page. And then this is the cardstock that they put in the back so that when you look at it from the back, you have the florals. Now this does have those really beautiful blush pink discs. They're metal. So what I'm going to do, and just to give you an example, this page I'm going to keep. This I'll probably stash on the side. But ultimately what's going to happen is I'm going to take the divider and put it with like this. So this will be my divider, and then this will be the back of it. And then what I'm going to do, since it says 2023 up here, I'm probably going to change that and put probably like a faith quote or something. This way I can keep reusing these all the time. So ultimately what's going to happen is I'm going to gut this and take out the actual weeklies and the calendars themselves, because I don't need the calendars. I'm going to put the actual like currently page on the back of the proper month divider. And then 2, so that I can keep, actually, this is a really good idea too. So that'll be for January through December. And then this way, so I can keep the 2024 calendar, I'll probably take that note page, this one, and put that on the back of this. So this way you'll have your opening page, the 2 calendars, and then I'll have my note page here, and then I'll go into my January divider. So once I actually do that, I will go ahead and do a flip through, because what I might actually do is start using this for October for my faith planner. This way I can kind of switch it up just a little bit. I'm absolutely loving my plans and notes, and I love the idea of the translucent cover. I actually, let me show you. This was in some paper stock that I already had. So let me turn this out of the way for just a second. This is some beautiful paper I got at Hobby Lobby, and there's 2 different pages. I originally bought this to use as either doing for like a word of the year or something, but I love the way these 2 went together. I happened to be passing the aisle and these just like stood out to me. And so whenever I do like the scrapbook paper, I will go ahead and just grab it. It's relatively inexpensive. So what I've decided I'm probably going to do is I'm going to have this inside. So that'll be the cover. So I'll cut that to the proper size. And then this will be the back. And I think that's how I'm going to start it for October. I mean, how cute is that going to be? So that'll be the back cover, and that'll be the front. And I'll center that a little bit better. So what I'll probably do before I start playing around too much is I'll take this and figure out what size I need and where I, need to cut. But I'll use my paper trimmer, and I will go ahead and do that. So I think that's what I'm going to do for October in my faith planning. So that'll be interesting, because I really enjoy having my faith journal. And, I think that this is going to be a really nice addition. Like I had said before, if you'd seen my other videos on my faith journal, I actually had considered getting another faith planner just to do the same thing with. Because here, let me do a quick view on this one. So like you can see, I have the September divider, and I have scrapbook paper on the back. And then I do the whole section as a journal, with the paper. And I like the way that's working. So, and then in here, October with scrapbook paper, November. I've actually got a flip through of this up on, my channel that I did when I first set this up. So the goal of this is to do this the same way. And I love this because now I can kind of change the inside. I was using just like the months on there for the most part. But I like the idea that I can change up the paper. And even still, like, let's say for the sake of argument, we go to January, you take this all out, even having January show through is beautiful. So I really love that this is fully translucent with just that little bit of, verbiage and decoration on there. Because all it says is let your ideas bloom. And then it has the beautiful little bit of gold foiling. So, I mean, it's just a really unique way to be able to switch around things. And I'm really loving that. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. So in probably a couple weeks here, I will be filming a video showing you how I put that together. Because what I'll do is I'll do that all off camera, because it's actually a little time consuming to go through and, kind of gut it and put the pages together. Because it was time consuming when I did it with the other one that I'm using currently. So I will do that off camera, and then I'm going to show you how I set it up, what paper I'm going to put in here, what dashboards and whatnot. So I will go ahead and probably in about 2 weeks, I'll have that video up for you. But I wanted to show you a flip through of this beautiful, beautiful planner today before I start terrorizing it and taking it all apart. In any case, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. As soon as I get a chance, I'm going to film the second planner that I already have. And the third one, I think, I think I just got shipping notification last night. So that one should be coming soon. So as soon as all of them are here, you will see flip throughs on my channel for all of them. In any case, like I said, enjoy your day and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.